Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas, welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sanga conference call. I thank all of you for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2nd, to consider the name of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or to be independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3rd, to disobey the order of the spiritual master. 4th, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activity Karmakanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have a complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to our next part of the session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before that, may I know who all joined this morning?
हरे कृष्ण विनीता गंधर्विका माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your recitation every day. Welcome to the call.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम श्री प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय जय श्री धर्मदास दास फ्रॉम शिकागो हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Arvindaksha Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining every single day, giving your recitation. Welcome to the call.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी प्लीज एक्सेप्ट माय हम्बल obeisances all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna Yashmati Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and chanting so nicely. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. This is Akshar Das from Canada.
Hare Krishna Aksharadas Prabhuji, Dhandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining every day and chanting so nicely. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Balavrinda.
Hare Krishna Balavrinda. Welcome to the call.
हरे कृष्णा विनीता गंधर्विका माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय दिस इज श्यामा गौरी देवीदासी फ्रॉम शार्लेट
Hare Krishna Shamagauri Mataji, Dhandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nice to see you, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. This is Nil Madhav Das from Charlotte, and thank you to Syama Gauri Mataji for rejoining me again and inspiring me. I'm very, very heartfelt. Thank you to Mataji.
Hare Krishna Nilamada Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining us back and welcome back. And we would like to see you every day on the call, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Sure, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Bol.
Nita Gandharvika Mataji, my humble obeisances to you and all assembled devotees. All glories to the Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani from Baltimore, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Param Bhavani Shama Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your recitation. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika माता जी all glories Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj's. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day, giving your recitation to us. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is there
Hare
anybody?
Hare
Yes.
Krishna Pinita Kandavika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, my Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your recitation, and all glories to your wonderful services. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karnadevi Dasi from Lincoln.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Karuna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your recitation. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and the assembled devotees. This is Revati from Atlanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Revati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every single day and giving your recitation and wonderful chanting. Welcome to the call. Is there anybody who would like to introduce? Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Nityananda Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 8th chapter, verse number 10. Before we hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to read a brief introduction about Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu is from the temple Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple, and he is a brahmachari from this temple, Sri Sri Radha Gopinath temple. And Prabhuji is originally hailing from the Ramanantapuram, Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. He joined ashramam at the age 19, and he's been serving Sri Sri Radha Gopinath from over a decade. And Prabhuji studied under the Srila Prabhupada's disciples, and mainly under his grace, Gopi Paranadhara Prabhu, for 3 years. And Prabhuji is now preaching in different languages like English and Tamil. And Prabhuji serves many other online forums like this, like our Bhakti Sanga, and gives a wonderful classes. We are very fortunate to have him on the call today. Is Prabhuji there? No. Okay, we can.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait for him. I will give him a message. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Yeah. Okay, I will continue chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Oh, Prabhuji came. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining and giving your association on this call after a long time. I now hand over the call to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Devim Tato Jayamudiraye नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 8th chapter, verse number 10. Dasyun purasan nav Dasyun purasan navijitya lumpato manyanta ekasvajita disho dasha jitatmano yasya samasya dehinam साधो समोह प्रभवात् कुतः परे दस्युं पुरासन्न विजित्य लुम्पतो मान्यन्त एके स्वजिता दिशो दश जितात्मनो यस्य समस्य देहिनां साधो समोह प्रभवात् कुतः परे दस्युं पुरासन्न विजित्य लुम्पतो मन्यन्त एक स्वजिता दिशो दश चितात्मनो यस्य समस्य देहिनां साधो स्वमोह प्रभवा कुतः परे Dasyun, the plunderers, Pura, in the beginning, Shat, 6, Na, not Vijitya, conquering, Lumpataha, stealing all one's possessions, Manyante, consider, Eke, some, Swajitaha, conquered, Disha, Dasha, the 10 direction, Jitatmanaha, one who has conquered his senses, Yasya, learned, Samasya, equipoised, Dehinam, to all living entities, Sadho, of such a saintly person, Swamoha Prabhavaha, created by one's own illusion, Utaha, where Pare, enemies or opposing elements. Translation, purported by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In former times, there were many fools like you who did not conquer the 6 enemies that steal away the wealth of the body. These fools were very proud, thinking, I have conquered all enemies in all the 10 directions. But if a person is victorious over the 6 enemies and is equipoised towards all living entities, for him there are no enemies. Enemies are merely imagined by one in ignorance. But in this material world, everyone thinks that he has conquered his enemies, not understanding that his enemies are his uncontrolled mind and 5 senses. Manashashtanindriyani prakritisthani karishati. In this material world, everyone has become a servant of the senses. Originally, everyone is a servant of Krishna, but in ignorance one forgets this. And thus one is engaged in the service of Maya through lusty desires, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and jealousy. Everyone is actually dependent on the reactions of material laws, but still one thinks himself independent and thinks that he has conquered all directions. In conclusion, one who thinks that he has many enemies is an ignorant man, whereas one who is in Krishna consciousness knows that there are no enemies but those within oneself, the uncontrolled mind and senses. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्य श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे दस्युन् पुराशन् न विजित्य लुम्पतो मन्यन्त एकेष्वजितादिशो दश जितात्मनोज्ञस्य समस्य देहिनां साधो समूह प्रभवा क्षुतः परे. In the former times, there were many fools like you who did not conquer the enemies, the 6 enemies that steal away the wealth of the body. These fools were very proud, thinking, I have conquered all enemies in all the 10 directions. But if a person is victorious over his 6 enemies and is equipoised towards all living entities, for him there are no enemies. Enemies are only imagined by one in ignorance. Hare Krishna. My pranams to all the assembled Vaishnavas. My gratitude to those organizers who have given me this opportunity to serve all of you, though I'm not qualified, at least for my own benefit. Srimad Bhagavatam, discussing Srimad Bhagavatam is always beneficial for all. Am I audible? Is it my voice clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Srimad Bhagavatam is a very unique Shastra. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam sukamukat bhatta dravasanyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. In the Shastras, there are certain hierarchies and there are certain connections, which is called as Sangati. Just like in our day-to-day life, there is a hunger and there is eating and there is satisfaction. They're all connected to each other. First comes hunger, then comes eating, then comes satisfaction. It is not the other way. Or first comes eating and then comes hunger. So there is a progress. Similarly, there is a connection between each thing. Similarly, in the Shastra also we see in the beginning one should study Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita puts a basic foundation regarding Sambandha Jnana. How we are not this body, we are spirit soul. And the spirit soul by nature is eternal, conscious and blissful. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita basically teaches regarding Sambandha Jnana. What is Sambandha means? Connection between, or the relationship between the realities. So in the beginning itself, when Arjuna was confused, he was trying to act on based on the false relationship within the realities. What is a false relationship? He thinks that himself is a body, and he was thinking that he is related to the Pandavas and Kauravas on the bodily level. So based on the false relationship, he was trying to act. So everybody has a particular sambandha. But when the sambandha relationship is false, then their activity based on the relationships also doesn't give a permanent happiness, a permanent result. Sometimes it may give temporary happiness, or sometimes it may give, very often it gives opposite results. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clarified through Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna that the reality of his relationship with the world, his relationship with Supreme Lord, and his relationship with each and other individual personalities. So when the Sambandha Jnana is clarified, then Arjuna became clear and he decided to act. So when the Sambandha Jnana was improper, Arjuna decided to act, but his action was that I shall go to forest and I'll beg food and I will lead my life peacefully without harming others. So this was the decision of Arjuna based on the false relationship which he was hanging to. So then Krishna was thinking that I worked so hard all this time so that the war should happen and Draupadi should be pacified. Draupadi have very much suffered because she was insulted in the assembly hall of the Kauravas. So in order to alleviate in order to remove the troubles Draupadi endured in the assembly hall, Krishna is intolerant towards the devotees' suffering. When the devotees are insulted, Krishna certainly punishes those miscreants. So this is an insult done to a Vaishnavi, a great personality, insult to a woman. Whoever insulted a woman, they even materially or spiritually, even a woman is not spiritually inclined, but they are following the substandard dharmic principles. Still, when they're insulted, they're all destroyed. What to speak of advanced Vaishnavi like Draupadi? We see in the history, Ravana insulted Vedavati. When Vedavati was a great devotee of Vishnu, and she was meditating, performing tapasya in the forest to get Vishnu as her husband. When Ravana happened to see her meditating in the forest, being attracted by her beauty, Ravana came down and allured Vedavati to come with him. But then Vedavati said that this body belongs to Vishnu, and just like the clarified butter which has to be offered in the sacrificial fire, if it has been stolen by the jackal, or the share of the lion is stolen by the jackal, like that you are asking this offering which belongs to Vishnu. So saying this, Vedavati advised Ravana, but he did not hear. He caught hold of Vedavati's hair, and then as soon as this happened, Vedavati, through a mystic power, he cut her hair, and then Ravana only got the hair of Vedavati, and she produces a fire from her own body, and she disappears from that place, and she burns herself in the fire, just because Ravana insulted her by touching her hair. Then we know what happened to Ravana. He was later, same Vedavati appeared as the place of Mother Sita. Ravana again kidnapped her. At the end, he was completely destroyed by Ram. He had a very infamous death. Similarly, we see Kamsa insulted his own sister Devaki by pulling her hair. Devaki was dear to Kamsa, his own sister. He was very much, when during her marriage, Kamsa himself was becoming charioteer, and he was driving the chariot of Devaki during her marriage procession. But all these things, as we hear that it was done based on the false relation. What is the false relation? I am Kamsa, the great person, and this is my sister. The social prestige, social, for the sake of society's sake, to impress everybody, Kamsa was doing all these things. But as soon as he understood this is a threat for his own life, then immediately with the same hand which was holding reins of the horse while driving the chariot, the same hand he pulled out sword, and on one hand, in another hand he pulled Devaki's hair, and he was about to kill her. So Kamsa, Ravana, Kamsa separated Krishna and his parents. So Kamsa separated Krishna from Krishna's parents, and he offended our father's mother. Who is our father? Aham Bija Prathapita. I am the father of seed, father for everybody. So Krishna is our father. And Kamsa separated our father. Kamsa separated Krishna's parents from Krishna. And Ravana separated Ram and Sita Devi. So Kamsa separated God's father, mother from Krishna. Ravana separated our father, mother from each other. So this way they committed serious offense. And because of that, what happened? Kamsa also underwent a very infamous death. Krishna pulled him by his own hair and brought him down from his own raised platform, his own simhasan, and killed him and dragged him all around the Rangastali of all Mathura. Everybody was aghast to see Kamsa is dead. So in this way, Ravana insulted women, his death became inglorious death. Kamsa insulted women, underwent inglorious death. Then we see when the Pandavas were in disguise, Arjuna became different. I think Yudhishthira Maharaj became advisor of King of Virata. Then Arjuna became Brihannala. Yudhishthira Maharaj became another. Arjuna became Brihannala. And at the same time, Draupadi became Sairandri because they had to lead incognito life of incognito. So when Draupadi was in the role of Sairandri, she became the maid servant of Virat Maharaj's wife. And Brihannala, who is Arjuna, became the teacher for Uttara, the daughter of the king. Bhima became the cook. In this way, they're hiding their identity and living in Virata's kingdom. Now, when this is happening, there was a powerful demonic personality called Kichaka, who was a brother of the king's wife, of Virata king's wife. And he was so powerful that just because of him, the whole kingdom was protected and nobody was ready to attack Virata's kingdom. He was very powerful. But he was lusting over Sairandri, who is Draupadi now. And this Kichaka once insulted this Sairandri, who is Draupadi, by pulling her hair. And he insulted her in the assembly hall and kicked her actually. But because of his power, neither his sister, elder sister, or the king, they could do anything. And then when Bhima heard this, at the same night, Bhima destroyed him and he killed him in a very, very dramatic way. His identity could not even be traced. You know the story from Mahabharata. In this way, Kichaka insulted women. He underwent a great dramatic death. And of course, Dushasan we see. Later, same Dushasan, before that Dushasan insulted Draupadi. How much suffering she underwent by pulling her hair during her difficult time in her life. And he insulted her in the assembly hall. And what kind of death Dushasan underwent? Such a worst death. He was killed by Bhima, and he was his blood was thrown everywhere, and Bhima practically took his blood, and all the Kauravas armies were running hither and thither just by seeing the infamous death of Dushasan. So in this way, whether it is Kamsa, Ravana, or Kichaka, or Dushasana, so all of them, because they insulted, they underwent severe reactions. Vaishnavi aparad. So here, when Arjuna was trying to escape the war, that he'll go and beg alms in the forest. But then Krishna's plan was that how the revenge on Draupadi's insult can happen. So Krishna had his own agenda, and Krishna thought that if I let Arjuna to go to the forest and become a beggar, but Krishna is not a big loss. There are so many devotees of Krishna who are all in the forest, so many sages and saints. One more Arjuna saint, Krishna will give his blessings. But then Krishna in the heart of Krishna, this himself for Draupadi is always there. And Krishna decided that he will take proper step to give justice to Draupadi's insult. So when Hanumanji also burnt the Lanka, Mandodari said that the great Acharya said that Lanka is not burnt because of the fire which is led by Ravana. The Lanka is burned because of the fire of the chastity of Mother Sita. Mandodari also after Ravana's death, she exclaimed that there is a chastity, the fire of the chastity of Mother Sita brought you death, Ravan. She said like that. In this way, we see that Krishna, when he saw the Arjuna, based on the false relationship, he was taking an improper decision. Of going to forest and bake arms. Krishna spoke to Arjuna the Bhagavad Gita, where he established what are the real identities, what are the realities. So only when you have proper understanding of the realities and the relationship between each other, then only we can take a proper choice of what we should do, what we should not do. So in the beginning of the Gita, Krishna says that we are not this body, we are spirit, soul. And the bodily relationship are based on temporary. Who is enemy, who is friend is all based on the bodily relationship. So Krishna enlightened Arjuna. Then Krishna said that since you are not this body, you are spirit, soul, and it belongs to me. Mamaivangsho jivaloki jivabhuta sanatanaha. That you belongs to me, my dear Arjuna. Not only you belongs to me, this material creation is also belongs to me. Bhovira podaro vayu kam mano buddhireva chahankariti and me binna prakriti rashtada. These 8 elements, which are the ingredients by which the whole material creation is created, that belongs to me. Maya dakshena prakriti shveta characharam. This whole material nature is working under my direction. Aham bija pratapita. I am the seed giving father of all the living entities. In this way, Krishna claimed Arjuna to himself, and Krishna also claimed the material world, his own creation, his own property. Not only that, Krishna also claimed the spiritual world to be his own. Tadhama paramam mama, that this paramam, this spiritual world, atadbhashedu suryo nashashanko na pavakaha yat kattva na nivartante tadhama paramam. That spiritual world which doesn't require a sunlight or moonlight or electricity to light themselves is my dhama, is my spiritual abode. So Krishna claimed the proprietorship of the material world. Krishna claimed the proprietorship of every living entities. Krishna claimed the proprietorship of the entire spiritual world. What else is left? So in this way, Krishna said that you belongs to me, the material world belongs to me, and the spiritual world belongs to me. The only difference is that my property, this material world, is temporary, and the spiritual world is eternal. And you, as a spirit soul, is also eternal, belongs to me. But you are suffering within this, you are staying within this temporary body, and you're falsely identifying yourself to this temporary body. It is nothing but my inferior energy, and you are loitering in this material world, which is also my inferior energy. But you being my superior energy, O Arjuna, you please come to my spiritual abode, which is permanent. In this way, Krishna gave the Sambandha Jnana in the Bhagavad Gita. Then once a person receives Sambandha Jnana, and based on that understood relationship, you should perform his activity. So based on the false relationship, Arjuna decided to go to forest beg alms. Now he understood the real relationship. Then he decided, okay, I am not neither Bhima is neither Bhishma is my bodily relation, is not going to be eternal. So I'm trying to relate myself in the body relationship, but actually we are not this body. So I'm being a spirit soul, I should fulfill, my duty is to fulfill the super soul's desire, Krishna's desire. Krishna wants me to fight. So I shall fight regardless of the temporary relationship based on the body. So Krishna, Arjuna, he chose his actions based on the real relationship. So now what Arjuna decided, what actions Arjuna decided to do in his life based on the real reality, Krishna wanted that to be understood by everybody through this Bhagavad Gita, through Arjuna. That's Krishna's plan. So what kind of activity one should perform based on the real reality, based on the real sambandha. That activity is called as abhideya. So after sambandha comes abhideya. And to understand the abhideya clearly, then the students or the devotees are advised to go to the next Shastra, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is a Sangati, or a connection between Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So now I understand, I was an illusion, I was in a temporary, I was thinking temporary to be permanent. It's called false relations. Now I understood the real reality, I understood the real relations, real Sambandhagana I got. Now I should act based on the Sambandhagana. And how should I act? I should learn how, I should understand. So that actions are performed by great personalities. Dhruva Maharaj. No, how he acted based on the real Sambandhagana. How Pandavas acted based on the real realities. How Parishit Maharaj acted based on the real Sambandhagana. In this way, now we have here how Prahlad Maharaj acted based on the real Sambandhagana. So that action is called Abhideya, which is based on the Sambandhagana. So in order to understand Abhideya clearly, then we come to the Srimad Bhagavatam. And so when this Abhideya is performed, when we act based on the real relationship, we have to get some result. What is the result? The result is prema, or love towards the Supreme Lord Krishna. That is exclusively discussed in the next Shastra called Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srimad Bhagavatam also discusses about the prema, but the depth of the prema which is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam is analyzed and thoroughly brought out in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. In this way, Sambandha Abhidaya Prayojana, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is also discussing about Abhidaya and Prayojana, but mainly discuss about Sambandha Jnana. Srimad Bhagavatam is also discuss about Sambandha Abhidaya Prayojana, but its main focus is on Abhidaya, and the Prayojana, which is called Prema, is also there in Srimad Bhagavatam. But it can be very well decoded by the help of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which focuses on the goal of human life, that is the Prema Pumarto Mahan. That is how the Prema is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam, is brought out in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So these are all the hierarchy. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri, he would discuss with Gadadhar Pandita in Tota Gopinath. Every day Srimad Bhagavatam. So Mahaprabhu would hear about pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. He would again and again hear hundreds of times that let us hear one more time Dhruva Maharaj pastime. Let us hear one more time pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj. That was his mood. Though they are Radha and Krishna, but they are relishing the pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, to give an understanding to all the devotees that how important is to understand the activities of the great soul. The activities of the great souls are based on the real Sambandha Jnana. In this way, the devotees who are in the path of perfection, they will learn and they will get inspired how to act based on the real relationship, Vidheya, based on the Sambandha. So in that way, we are reading the 7th canto, the pastime of Lord Nrsimhadev. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, after the pastimes of Krishna, the biggest narration, the longest narration is the pastime of Nrsimhadev, Prahlad Maharaj. Krishna Lila, which goes almost like 90 chapters, it has many pastimes, Krishna childhood pastimes, so many different pastimes, and then Krishna's Mathura pastimes, Dwaraka pastimes, like that. But here the Nrsimhadev pastime, Prahlad Maharaj, which is one story, one pastime, which is very long, goes to many chapters in 7th canto. So that is something unique. So why Sukadeva Goswami dedicated such a long chapters for this pastime? That means it's very important pastime, because it brings out the principles of Vidheya in a very intense way. So here, Hiranyakashipu was very powerful. He was performing great austerities. So much of difficulty underwent, standing on the toes, raising his hands, and fasting, and fire is coming out of his hair and his skin, and the flesh are eaten by the ants, and only bones he was standing. So he did tapasya, austerities, towards Brahma. So much difficulty underwent to get Siddhi. At the same time, Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of Kayatu as he was performing penance. And the demigods like Indra and all, they thought that his father is going to cause so much of difficulty. What will happen if his son comes out? So they were thinking that they should destroy the son of Hiranyakashipu. So they was trying to trouble to Kayatu, who was pregnant. But then Narada Muni advises Indra that this boy is going to be going to save all the demigods and is going to be a great devotee. So then, hearing the words of Narada Muni, Indra respectfully goes away. And Narada Muni rescues Kayadu and takes her to his own ashram. And there, Narada Muni gives his grace by speaking Krishna Katha. So that was the first association of Prahlad Maharaj, saintly association. So when Hiranyakashipu performs austerities, there's a lot of difficulties. He got boon from Brahma. Brahma comes down and gives so many boons. But without any difficulty, Prahlad Maharaj achieves a great boon from Narada Muni. What is that boon? Devotion, real Sambandha Jnana. So Prahlad Maharaj receives the Sambandha Jnana from Narada Muni. Devotional service to Krishna, that is a boon he receives. And at the same time, with a lot of difficulties, father achieves great powers from Brahmaji. So both father and son acquires great powers. Brahmaji is a father, Narada Muni is a son. Hiranyakashipu is a father, Prahlad Maharaj is a son. So father Hiranyakashipu receives benediction from father Brahma. And son Prahlad receives benediction from son Narada Muni. Isn't it? Two father sons. But father Hiranyakashipu achieves that with so much difficulties, practically forces Brahmaji. Brahmaji thought that if I give more benediction to him, he will destroy the whole universe. So Brahmaji was waiting when my job will be done, I should escape from this place. So force, because he's the fire coming out of the tapas, the austerity of Hiranyakashipu is giving so much trouble to everybody. So just to get rid of him, Brahmaji forced to give this benediction. On the other hand, Narada Muni, without even Prahlad is asking, mercifully, gracefully, is bestowing the mercy of Supreme Lord, devotional service to Supreme Lord, to Prahlad Maharaj. Narayanam Dadatiti Narada. So here is a ascending process, descending process. Prabhupada often quotes. Hiranyakashipu was forcing Brahma. He wanted to achieve eternality through force. And here Prahlad Maharaj is simply receiving grace. So same time, both of them are achieving great powers. The power of demonic powers, the power of siddhis, Hiranyakashipu achieves. And here the power of devotion service, Prahlad Maharaj receives from Narada. Now, the power of Hiranyakashipu's demonic power and the power of devotional service, they are going to face each other. So Hiranyakashipu comes out from his tapasya. Then Kayadu was sent to her husband Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad also goes back. Now it is like a opposite. Demonic power and devotional power is coming together. In the beginning, it was not so much of a difficulty. Hiranyakashipu takes Prahlad Maharaj, he loves him so. Hiranyakashipu loves Prahlad. So naturally, father loves his son. In fact, he was named Prahlad. Ahlada means one who gives bliss. Pra-ahlada means one who gives supreme bliss. Prakrishtena ahlada karat. So father named Prahlad, the son as Prahlad, because he gives happiness to him. So then Prahlad Maharaj was sent to Gurukul. Hiranyakashipu sends him to the Padashala Gurukul, his own Gurukul, Shanda Amarka, with the teachers there. And after some time, Prahlad Maharaj wants to see his son. Son was brought. Hiranyakashipu was so happy to see Prahlad Maharaj. And he picks him on his lap, embraces him, and seeing this beautiful small child, ask him, my dear child, please tell me, what is the best thing you learned? Tell me something from what you learned. So now Hiranyakashipu doesn't know. He was absorbed in his own tapasya in the Mandara mountain towards invoking Brahmaji. But he doesn't know that during the same time, Prahlad is receiving great transcendental benediction from Narada Muni without undergoing so much difficulties like himself. So when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad, my dear son, my dear child, please tell something what you learned. So Hiranyakashipu thought that he will be telling something what he learned from Shanda and Amarka in the Gurukul. But the question of father is that, son, please tell what you learned. So then Prahlad obviously was telling he is going to repeat what he learned from Narada Muni, not from Shanda Namarka. So Prahlad Maharaj says that sadhu manye suravarya dehinam. He started saying that, oh my dear, best of my father, best of the demons, my dear father. So Father Hiranyakashipu was very happy. Oh, my son is giving so much respect for me. And the best of the asuras, my son properly understood. That sadhu manye suravarya dehinam sada samadvigna dhyam asadgrahat. You are always in so much of anxiety in achieving, in trying to achieve the temporary things. You leave this place and go to forest. Sada samadvigna dhyam asadgraham hitva tapatam grahamandhakupam. You leave this leading a grahastha life in the pit of an obnoxious thing. Hitvat papam graham andhakupam. This graham house is supposed to be ashrama, but Hiranyakashipu is leading a life not as a grahastha ashrama, but he is simply leading a life of grahamedhi. So Prahlad Maharaj tells, leave this home and go to forest. So even this much time also Hiranyakashipu did not get any difficulties. Maybe my son is asking me to leave the city and go to forest. Sometime in summertime it is so hot, so let us go to some kind of hill station, forest, nice natural settings. So that also not a problem for Hiranyakashipu. Maybe our child wants us to take him to some hill station or something. But what should we do after going to forest? Hitva tapatam grihamandakupam manam gata, and go to forest. That much is not a problem for Hiranyakashipu. He could have followed what Hiranyakashipu would have done, whatever Prahlad is asking till this much point. But then comes manam gato yat dharimashrayet. After going to forest, what do you do? Take shelter of Hari. That was difficult to bear. Prahlad was so angry at me. And he started laughing so loud noise. Aha, what is this nonsense? Some kind of enemies have entered into our place and they are trying to fool our child. So saying like this, he did not take it seriously and keeps his child down and tells Chandra Namarka, teach him nicely. It looks like some kind of brainwashing is going on. Like this, he sends him to the Gurukul. Everything is fine. Then Hiranyakashipu forgotten about it. He goes to the Gurukul and then Chandra Namarka takes Prahlad and they teach him so many subjects. Politics, if you see in the present context, Chanda Namarka teaches Prahlad so many subjects. And Prahlad masters all of them. And he gives exams also. Comes in flying color. Commerce, chemistry, politics, economics, physics, mathematics, science, whatnot, engineering. Everything Prahlad Maharaj masters, studies and gives exams, repeats, and thoroughly studies and satisfies the teachers. But he doesn't have so much faith in all the subjects, but he performs his duty as a student. Sometimes devotees think that Israel Maya one should not study, but here Prahlad Maharaj studied, and he studied all of them thoroughly, nicely, and he repeated back also, Bhagavatam mentions. But his heart is there always in the teachings which he received from Narada, where he studied. When Prahlad was receiving benediction, and Hiranyakashipu was receiving benediction, Prahlad received the benediction of all benediction, the transcendental knowledge from Narada Muni. Now, when Hiranyakashipu asked, he spoke from that. It didn't go very well. So now Prahlad Maharaj learned so many subjects. After some time again, Hiranyakashipu wanted to see his son. This time they called him. And they sent an Amarka. They're very confident now. Prahlad was taught so many subjects, politics, and so many other subjects. And they bring him nicely, decorate him nicely, and they bring him to Kayatu. Kayatu bathes him nicely and decorates him nicely, dresses him nicely, and then they bring him to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu saw the son Prahlad. He was so affectionate. He takes him on his lap and he embraces him practically from his eyes, and the tears out of affection comes, and he embraces him and kisses him, and he smells his forehead with his nose, and he was so happy and takes him on his lap. And my dear child, please tell me, what's the best thing you learned from your studies? So again, Hiranyakashipu would ask, what did you learn from Shanda Namarkar? By Krishna's arrangement, he's asking, what is the best thing you have learned so far? Naturally, he will not put commerce or chemistry or politics, which Shanda Namarkar taught and which he also mastered. So, my dear father, you are asking me what is the best thing I have learned so far? Here it is. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Bandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Now, Shavanam, hearing. Kirtanam, glorifying. Smaranam, remembering. Padasevanam, serving the feet. Archanam, worshipping. Dasyam, becoming servant. Sakyam, being friendly. Atmanivedanam, offering everything. This is not a problem for Hiranyakashipu. Shravanam, you hear about me, Hiranyakashipu will be very happy. Kirtanam, you glorify myself, Hiranyakashipu expecting he will be very happy. Smaranam, remember always about myself. Remember me, Hiranyakashipu is happy. Archanam, Padasevanam. In fact, when Prahlad Maharaj comes, he offers obeisance to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu becomes very happy. He takes his child. And, he is very happy that Prahlad is very nicely well-behaved child, affectionate to father and respectful to father. And so Hiranyakashipu was thinking, Shravanam Kirtanam is always fine. I am not against Shravanam. He is not against Shravanam Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Mantaram, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. But again, only one problem. Here, Shravanam Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam is fine. But Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, that Vishnu is again caused so much pain for Hiranyakashipu. This time he becomes so angry that you want to hear about, not about myself, but hear about Vishnu. You want to glorify not myself, you want to glorify Vishnu. You want to remember not myself, but Vishnu. You want to worship not me, but Vishnu. You want to serve not my feet, but Vishnu's feet. You want to befriend with not with myself, but with Vishnu. You want to offer everything not to me, but to Vishnu. The same Vishnu who killed my own brother, my own enemy. Rascal, where did you learn all these things? Prahlad Maharaj didn't stop there. This is Tanmadhye Dhirtam Uttamam. Create a Bhagavat Yadha. Tanmadhye Dhirtam Uttamam. That these are the 9 process of devotional service one should perform towards Vishnu, and this is the best thing I have learned. Tanmadhye Adhitam Uttamam. This is the Uttama education I got from all my studies. So that was very much intolerable for Hiranyakashipu. He was looking at Shanda Namarka with so much of angry, and Shanda Namarka was trembling. My dear king, and Shanda Namarka was directly targeted by Hiranyakashipu. What nonsense you had taught my son? It's all because of you. This guy is speaking like this. So when he was speaking very harsh word towards Shanda Namarka, Shanda Namarka was thinking that now we are in dangerous zone, that we have to somehow escape. So they used the Brahminical, card and said that, my dear king, it's not proper for you to become angry with the helpless Brahmanas. That we did not teach him. Then Hiranyakashipu may say that, oh, like last time some enemies have entered in our camp and they taught Prahlad Maharaj all these illusory things. Hiranyakashipu, real knowledge of Vishnu is illusory, and for the devotees, Hiranyakashipu teachings are illusion. It's different. So Hiranyakashipu might be telling Shanda Namarka that some enemies have entered and you are the in charge of the Gurukul. So if they entered in teaching my son all this nonsense thing, then you are the responsible person. So probably child abuse case, Hiranyakashipu might have put on Shanda Namarka, that you abused my sons in the school by letting the intruders enter and spoil my child's consciousness. So then immediately Shantanamarka continued, my dear king, please don't abuse the Brahmanas. This is neither we taught him, nor anybody entered into our Gurukul and taught all these things. It is his own learning, somehow that he himself is speaking all these things. He has learned by himself. This automatically, naturally, he's in this consciousness. Then that was spoken by Shanda Namarka. Now Hiranyakashipu cannot become angry with Shanda Namarka, so they were spared. Nor Hiranyakashipu can find fault with some intruders, but the fault is in Prahlad only. So Hiranyakashipu becomes so angry. Then he orders that if this is a fault of my own son, then he should be punished. He is like a the handle, a wooden handle of the axe. They take the wood from the tree and then make the branch of the tree, one branch of the tree is axe, and they fix a sharp metal end on the end of the axe, and they will with the same axe they kill the tree. And that axe, the handle of the axe helps to destroy the tree from which the wood was taken. So like that, you are Kula Nashana, you are destroying your own dynasty. From where you are born, you are destroying the same dynasty. So angry. Just like a cancer in the body spreading, even it is its own limb, the person, the diseased person sacrifices his own limb so that the cancer will not spread all over his body. Similarly, you are part of my body, but you are like a cancer. So you will be destroyed. So Hiranyakashipu employs so many ways to destroy Prahlad. By giving him poison, by putting him under the feet of the elephant, throwing him from the mountain, throwing him in the ocean, asking his soldiers to threaten him and kill him with sharp weapons. In this way, so many ways, the Hiranyakashipu, through his soldiers and agents, is trying to kill Prahlad. But Prahlad was not to be destroyed. He's coming out without getting harmed. So then, after the two meetings of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad, third time all the soldiers comes and tells. So they tell that we are not able to kill Prahlad. What can we do? So taking this opportunity, Shanda Namarka comes. They thought that now Hiranyakashipu is frustrated. He could not kill his own son. Hiranyakashipu himself wondered that how I'm not able to destroy. I could conquer everybody, but I could not conquer my own son. Little kid is making my life miserable. So Hiranyakashipu conquered external enemies, but he could not conquer the internal enemy. Just next to him, Prahlad. So become frustrated. And that time Shanda Namarka, taking the opportunity, comes and tells him that what is this Hiranyakashipu? You are worried so much, but you are so much anxiety. You are so powerful king. You don't have any problem with the external enemies such as Indra, demigods. They are all afraid of you just by the raising of eyebrows. They are all afraid. But why you should be anxious about your own son? Let us take him again with the Gurukul, and we will make him all right and we bring him back. So then Hiranyakashipu also thought that I'm not able to do anything good for my son. I'm not able to kill him. Let them take and give one more try. So then again, third time, Prahlad goes back to school. So at this time, when he comes to school, then Shanda Namarka, they try their best. They threaten him and they tell him that why you are speaking all these things to your father. You are a good student. Who taught you all these things? Either they're trying to win the heart of Hiranyakashipu by bringing Prahlad Maharaj to their own ways. But this time what Prahlad Maharaj does, he started preaching to other sons of the demons. So now when Shanta and Amarka were doing some other things, the whole Gurukul becomes not Hiranyakashipu's Gurukul, but it becomes like the Gurukul of Krishna's devotees. The demons and they're all chanting Krishna's name. They're all Prahlad Maharaj tells them, just like the iron filings are naturally attracted towards magnet, similarly my heart is naturally attracted towards Vishnu. Goal of human life, Kaumara Macharat Pragya. You should all become Krishna conscious. The goal of life is not to be wasted for one's own material well-being, economical growth, or sense gratification, but the real one's own well-being is to become devotee of Vishnu. So hearing this, all the sons of the demons, all the post-food, they become very much attracted. They all become attracted towards devotional service. And Shandamarka see this, they become aghast. So they thought that previously Hiranyakashipu becomes angry with us because Prahlad is becoming devotee, but now the dynasty of the demons are becoming devotees. So now Hiranyakashipu comes to know he will immediately destroy all of us. So Shanda and Amarka, they themselves bring the son and tell Hiranyakashipu that, sorry, neither we tried our best, but he is hopeless. So then Hiranyakashipu becomes upset and he thinks that now I tried to destroy you through my agents. Now you are gone too bad. You are gone out of my hand. Now I will myself destroy you. So that is a scenario we have come now. So now when Hiranyakashipu is asking, you are so powerful that you are always talking about Vishnu. So where is that Vishnu is present? Who is he? Where is he? So in this way, he is directly confronting Prahlad. So first meeting of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad, recorded meeting Srimad Bhagavatam is, and Prahlad advises Hiranyakashipu with very affectionately, very respectfully, my dear father, you are best of the Suras, please go to forest and take shelter. Hurry. Hiranyakashipu doesn't take seriously. In the second meeting, he sends him to Gurukul, and again he calls him back. Second meeting, Prahlad speaks about Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, and he becomes very upset and angry. Then he started destroying, then he arranged Prahlad to be killed by his agents. And again, when Hiranyakashipu was failed, Shandamarka advises him and then they take him back to Gurukul. Now it's the third time they are meeting, third and final time, Hiranyakashipu and son meeting. Now their conversation is going on, where Hiranyakashipu is asking Prahlad in the verse number 5th, you all must have studied. He Durvinita Mandatman Kulabheda Karadhama Sabdam Mat Chashnod Vrittam Neshe Twadi Yamakshayam. You fool, stupid, rascal, the disturber of the family, lowest of mankind. Today I shall send you to the place of Yamaraj. Kruddhasyasya kampante triyoloka maheshwaraha tasyame bhitavan mooda sashanam kim balotyagaha. By whose power has rascal like you become so impudent that you appear fearless and overstep my power to rule you? What is the power you have got? Where is your power? There is a question. There is a confrontation Hiranyakashipu is asking. And answering Prahlad is saying, Na kevalam me bhavadascha rajan savai bhalam balinam chaparesham aravare sthirajangamaye brahmadayo yena vasham pranitaha. Not only your power, not only my power, my dear father, my dear king, the source of my strength. Na kevalame bhavatascha rajan. Prahlad Maharaj is respectfully speaking to the father. Hey Raja, hey king. Bhavatah, yours. Savai bhalam balinam chaparesham. Not only my strength, your strength is also coming from Krishna. Without him, no one can get any strength, including Brahma. So why Prahlad Maharaj is telling like this? Not that I got special power. My power. Hiranyakashipu's problem is that this is my power by which I am controlling everybody. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that I don't have any power, but my power is Krishna's power. Not only my power, your power is also coming from Krishna. Your strength is also Krishna's strength. Saying like this, Saishwara Kala Vrukramo Sau Vajash Saha Satta Balendriyatma Eva Vishram Paramasva Saktibihi Sajati Avati Atti Gunatrayesha. From him, he only creates, he only maintains, he only destroys. Everything is under his control. Only fools like you, Yahi Ashuram Bhavam Ivam Tam Atmanaha. Only fools like you, please give up your demonic mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart between friends. In this way, today's verse, Darshan, Purasan, so many fools like you have done, who could not conquer their 6 enemies, internal enemies. They're thinking that they have conquered everybody. But this is ignorance. In this way, Prahlad Maharaj, this confrontation of Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu, father and son. Then soon Hiranyakashipu is going to ask that till now somehow or other I thought that you shouldn't be killed by one father, so I arranged for you to be killed by my agents. Now you have you become fooled, you become unfortunate that you can enjoy the father's property just by being obedient. I amass so much of property, so much of wealth. If you're just obedient to me, you will enjoy all these things. But now, you are so unfortunate that you want to go against me. Now I am going to destroy you, kill you. So saying like this, the climax is going to come. Nrsimha's appearance is that you are Hari, you are talking about him. Is he in the Stamba? Beautiful things are going to come. I don't know, should I break the suspense now? You are going to hear from senior devotees. Anyway, I'll just pick one thing. Interesting thing. Should I say or should I stop now?
I think, Prabhu,
Hearing?
we would love to hear, but it's too late.
What is time? 6:50. What is time now? Oh, 4:50 to 5:50. Oh, we already gone 10 minutes over.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. I think then we can.
But your love for Krishna, we can see, Prabhu. I think if we leave up to you, you will recite all Bhagavatam only. You won't stop.
Sorry.
Oh, Prabhu, very beautiful class, Prabhuji.
Very beautiful. We were discussing in one devotees forum that Hiranyakashipu was asking, where did Hiranyakashipu was told by Prahlad that Krishna is everywhere. Why Nrsimhadev appeared? Because Nrsimhadev appeared to fulfill the promise of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj, that my Lord is everywhere, to fulfill the promise of Brahmaji. But where did Prahlad claim that my Lord is everywhere? If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, we don't find Prahlad is claiming that my Lord is everywhere. But then only one place Prahlad Maharaj claimed my Lord is everywhere. That was when he was preaching to his friends, the sons of the demons, that Lord is everywhere. But he never told Hiranyakashipu that my Lord is everywhere. But Hiranyakashipu is asking Prahlad that you are claiming that your Lord is everywhere. Is he in the pillar? But where did Hiranyakashipu actually? Where did Prahlad Maharaj actually told Hiranyakashipu my Lord is everywhere? So then there is no such word spoken by Prahlad. But then why Hiranyakashipu himself is speaking like this? So that's why it is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the verse 17th, sorry, the verse 12th in the same chapter, we are all having Srimad Bhagavatam, we can look at. The 12th verse, Prahlad is, Hiranyakashipu is asking, Yastvaya mandabhagyokto madanyo jagatishwaraha. Hiranyakashipu is, the verse says Hiranyakashipu vacha only. Hiranyakashipu is speaking, because we are talking sloka number 9th, 11th. So, which sloka we are talking? We are discussing sloka number 10th. So 11th, 12th, that means next to next verse, Hiranyakashipu is asking that if you are so impudent, you are saying, Madanyo Jagatishwara, there is some Ishwara other than me, one God other than me. Kvasa, where is he? Yadisa Sarvatra, if he is everywhere. Kasmat Stambena Drishyate, why is not to be seen in the pillar? That is a question asked by Hiranyakashipu. But then where Prahlad Maharaj said that my Lord is everywhere. Nowhere Prahlad Maharaj spoke to Hiranyakashipu. In the 3 meetings of Prahlad and Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad never told Hiranyakashipu that my Lord is everywhere. But then why Hiranyakashipu is asking that if your Lord is everywhere, why is not in the pillar? So that is a question raised. But then the Acharya is answering. In the words of Hiranyakashipu only, they are breaking that verse into various divisions. So in the 12th verse, Hiranyakashipu is speaking the first 2 lines. Yastvaya mandabhagyokto madanyo jagadishwaraha. Hey Prahlad, you are so stupid fool, unfortunate, because you are going to kill by his own father, your own father. If you claim that there is one Lord other than me, Kvasa, where is he? So till that much is Hiranyakashipu speaking. And next word is Prahlad's word, even though the whole verse comes under Hiranyakashipu Vacha. But Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur and all of the Acharya, they say that Sa Sarvatra, Prahlad is replying, he is everywhere. And then again, the same verse, Hiranyakashipu again started speaking. Kasma Stambhe na, why is not to be seen in the Stamba? Again, Prahlad in the same verse replying, Drishyate, he is indeed seen in the Stamba. So in one shloka only, in the category of Hiranyakashipu speaking, there is a conversation between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. In the one shloka, they are talking to each other 2-3 times. Hiranyakashipu is chastising Prahlad, you are unfortunate, and you are claiming there is other God other than me. If that is the case, where is he? Hiranyakashipu speaking. Prahlad is saying that he is everywhere. Again, Hiranyakashipu is speaking. If he is everywhere, then why is not in the figure? Again, Prahlad is speaking. Drishyate, I am able to see him. So this is a conversation in only one shloka, shloka number 12. Though that translation, if you read, it is the whole thing is spoken by Hiranyakashipu. But when you break this verse into various sections, this is a conversation between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. If you don't break like this, then there is no other place Prahlad is claiming to Hiranyakashipu that my Lord is everywhere. So in order to understand that, this is Acharya's understanding. But the verse comes under Hiranyakashipu Vacha. So Prabhupada is taken as the words of Hiranyakashipu, the whole thing. But this also can be seen as a conversation between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. Okay, this is something which you can notice at the shloka number 12 in the hearing. Next to next shloka. And just some prelude for that. Other than that, why did the Lord takes half lion, half human form? This is also a question we are discussing with some devotees. Lord could have come as a half Varaha and half human form. Why Lord take the form of half lion and half human form? What is the specific reason for that? That also can be thought about. In order to fulfill the promise of Brahmaji, Lord could have come as half human and half Varaha or half eagle or half any other form. Why especially lion face? And the half human form, he could have come as a half female form also, half female, half lion, or like that also. What is the specific reason for this combination of Narasimha, Narahari? So these are some things to be any devotee when he commenting. Okay, I think I should stop here. Hare Krishna. Thank you for patiently listening to this narration. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Beautiful class, Prabhu. And then the verses will continue, and then Satyam Vidhatum Nijvritya Bhashitam Vyaptim Chabhuteshu Akhileshu Chatmana Adrishyata Adbhuta Rupam Udbhavan. Adbhuta Rupa. Satyam Vidhatum, right? To prove the words of his devotee. That's why he came from pillar. Beautiful Bhagavatam.
Yes.
17, Prabhu. This is 17 will be coming, yeah.
Yes, these are the climax.
Yeah, climax will come, Prabhuji. That's why I requested you that we leave the climax.
Yes, I gave the prelude for the climax because the verse says Satyam Vidhatam Nijabhritya Bhashitam. In order to fulfill the promise of his dear devotees, Narasimha appeared from the pillar. But where is the promise? What Lord is fulfilling? Where did Prahlad Maharaj promise that my Lord is everywhere? There is no such kind of claim by Prahlad. And how can you say Lord came to fulfill the promise of Brahmaji? That is understood. The Lord also came to fulfill the promise of Prahlad Maharaj. But where did Prahlad claim that Lord is everywhere? So then how can you say that Lord came to fulfill Prahlad Maharaj's claim? So that claim is there in the 12th verse that we
12th verse, when they are talking. Father and son is talking.
So that verse comes under Hiranyakashipu Vacha, but within that, Prahlad is also speaking. That is been revealed by the Acharyas. And of course, because it is under the heading of Hiranyakashipu, Prabhupada is taken as the claim of Hiranyakashipu. But then the word spoken by Hiranyakashipu. But then if you search where Prahlad Maharaj actually claimed that my Lord is everywhere, you won't be able to see it in whole Bhagavatam, except he is talking to his friends in his demanding sons. But then how Hiranyakashipu knows that Prahlad Maharaj is spoken like this? So that is kind of the secret is open in this 12th verse.
Hari Bol, Prabhu. Very beautiful class, Prabhuji. Very beautiful class. You nicely explained about Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. That was very nice, When we know the Sambandha, and only because of that Sambandha, based on that Sambandha, we do our actions. And because of our action, according to our actions, we get the result, which is Prayojana. Very beautifully explained, Prabhu. And that's why our Acharyas have given this beautiful Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana Tattva, which of course comes after lots of chanting and lots of Guru Kripa. And then, yes, you beautifully explained that Prahlad received from Narada Muni, and that's again the Mahima, the glories of Guru can be chanted here. And then, Prabhu, you certainly said the cancer, but the real cancer was Hiranyakashipu himself. And you were explaining that in regards to our internal enemies, they are the real cancer in us. So, but hopefully by chanting, Prabhu, these vices of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya, they are going away, Prabhu, a little bit at a time, because they are there from millions of years. And then, Prabhu, I was laughing. You were saying the board change, the school board change. I was thinking, like in some school in Punjab board, and then it turns to CBSE board. So Hiranyakashipu board is turning to Vishnu board. So the board changed. And then, Prabhu, you were saying Sanga and Amarka tried their best, but they were hopeless. So I was kind of making a poem, Prabhu. Can I tell that poem, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna.
I just made it, Prabhu. Seems very beautiful, but I don't know. Shanda and Amarka tried their best, but they were hopeless. Prahlad, meanwhile, teaches process. 9th Shravanam, Hiranyakashipu want to make mess. Krishna then comes in Adbhuta dress. Adbhuta. So I was making this poem, Prabhuji. We'll maybe teach in this, the Calgary Vedic Academy. Haribol, Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu. Very beautiful class, Prabhu, like always. I just love seeing you, Prabhu. Your smile and your knowledge of Krishna and your love for Krishna and ISKCON is something that pushes us, Prabhu, to do something in our part of service, because service is the only thing that will bring Krishna Prema to us and near to Prabhupada, right? Other than that, what is the hope? So thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the beautiful poem. Your words will bless.
Haribol, Prabhu, Haribol, Haribol. No, there are many beautiful devotees in our group. There is one Mataji, now I'm forgetting her name. We call her Kaviraj of our group. Maybe she's on the call right now. But dear devotees, if anybody has any questions, any comments, or any realization, any reflections from the verse itself, or from the class of dear Prabhu, you can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. We know this chapter is, continue going, but we do one verse at a day. So we can just keep immersed in bhakti. So if anybody has any questions or comments, you can please ask, unmute yourself. If no, we can end the class very soon. Jyoti Mataji is saying, eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your class. Jyoti Mataji is always appreciating all the speakers, which is a very good quality actually. Because all the speakers, the devotees, they don't charge anything from us. This service is completely free. So we should be always giving our obeisances and thanking these speakers, because out of their personal time, they come on these calls and try to enlighten us on the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, on what the reality is. And many elevated speakers like Prabhuji himself, they are in ISKCON from decades. Some are serving Srila Prabhupada since I am in this body. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Our Shamagori Mataji is there. Hare Krishna, Shamagori Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
I have asked myself a question.
What's that, Prabhuji?
The question is, why did Nrsimhadev came in half lion, half human form? That is a question. So devotees can think about it. If we say that he has come to fulfill Brahmaji's prayer, Brahmaji's bone, that Hiranyakashipu cannot be killed by human or animal or and etc. Daytime, nighttime, weapon, all these things. Nrsimhadev the Lord could have achieved that cause by coming as a half human and half Varaha also. But why specifically half lion and half human? So this is my question to all the devotees.
So, Prabhuji, lion is the king of the jungle, and Krishna is king of everything.
Yes.
Whole world, everything belongs to Krishna. So he has to be king. So that's why he chose to be. And nobody can defeat lion. Nobody can defeat lion.
Thank you. This is a very good thought process. In the meantime, if that is the case, why Varaha came in Varaha form? He could have also come as a lion and killed Hiranyaksha. So their Hiranyaksha is also their twins. So their Lord took form of Varaha. He could have also taken the same Varaha form to kill Hiranyakashipu. Why he has to come in the lion form? So that question is there.
For Varaha Prabhu, we have listened in many classes, which is amazing. Our acharyas has given this, that because Hiranyaksha took the mother earth under the water, and Varaha as a boar has the best smelling senses. Yes. So that's why the Varaha, because he could smell the mother earth, he came and took the mother earth out. This is given by some acharya. So that is a beautiful explanation. For Narasimha, of course, Mataji said, Sher Jangal ka Raja hai, Narasimha ban ke aata hai. So I don't know, Prabhu, but you know, I'm thinking so many things. How could we, do this Mangal Arati? After Mangal Arati, we always sing after Sansar Davanal, Namaste Narasimhaya. How could we, put something else? Namaste Nar Eagalaya. So I don't know.
Nara Vyagra is there. Nara Vyagra means
no, that's true. That's true.
Tiger is there. Then Bhagavatam also says when Narasimha is attacking Hiranyakashipu was like a venomous snake, and how the snake is captured by the eagle, Garuda captures the snake, like that Lord captured Hiranyakashipu. So in that sense, if you compare Hiranyakashipu as a snake, and Lord could have come as a half human and half Garuda's face, and could have killed also Hiranyakashipu, and the bone of Brahmaji is intact, and all things are intact. So why Lord especially took the form of half lion and half human? That is a kind of interesting question. Also, but whatever answer you all gave is a very nice answer. But there is some specific interesting answer is there hidden in Srimad Bhagavatam. Since we're all studying 7th canto, this chapter, you can think about it. And if you have anything, you can communicate. And have a nice. We said in Bhagavatam, Krita Krishna Samprashno Yenatma Suprasidhiti. Even the inquiries regarding Krishna become satisfying to the self. It didn't even say the answers regarding the exams. You're in CBSE board, this board, that board. If you write only the questions in the answer sheet, will they give any mark? But Krishna Katha, even somebody asks Krishna question, still they can get a full mark. Krishna Samprashno Yenatma Suprasidhiti. So this is kind of a question I have asked all of you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very beautiful. I was also thinking, Prabhu, because Prahlad Maharaj is so strong, even between demons, he is not stopping. So he's like a son of lion. So God to show to the world that I am the father of this lion, of this tiger, and I am also the tiger which will, Kashipur Vakshaha. Shila Tankana Khala. That's why I'm coming in the lion's form. I don't know, Prabhu. I'm just speculating.
All are valid thing.
Valid answer.
But something very special is there in Bhagavatam. We can.
If we can't, Prabhu, maybe next class you will.
Yes.
Yeah. Haribol.
Okay.
Prabhuji, meanwhile, I see Jyoti Mataji has her hand raised. So Jyoti Mataji, Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I heard that when one does offenses, Vaishnava Aparadh, then he's like a mad elephant. Srila Prabhupada wrote. So Hiranyakashipu was a mad elephant, and the mad elephant can be defeated only by lion in jungle. I think that's the answer.
Oh, okay. Hiranyakashipu like a mad elephant. So
yes.
Lion can give. So this is also a nice answer. But still there are certain animals which are more powerful than lion also. There is one animal, if you see in many temples in South India and many other places, they got the mouth of a lion and the trunk of an elephant. I see this called Yali Indika. The elephant trunk would come and the mouth of the lion is combination of elephant's trunk and the mouth of the lion. And that would eat lions like how the lion are eating deer and all, like that. This animal would eat lion alive. Like that powerful animal is there. So like that, so many other forms are there, but why specifically this lion form? If you say that the jungle Karaja, but jungle Karaja, the more powerful animal than lion is also this particular animal. And also this elephant can be killed easily more than lion by this particular animal also.
Lion is very intelligent also. Lion is very intelligent also.
Lion is intelligent also.
Yes,
Okay.
rather than
These are all good attempts, but what is a specific answer is some more interesting thing is that this is all good. This is how we can think and discuss about Krishna Katha, purifying to the heart. But you can, there is a special answer from Srimad Bhagavatam. You know, if you can get that, can decode that answer, that will be a great happiness devotees can get. Why Lord? Then when you sing next time Nara Hari Rupa Jaya Jagdisha Hari, it will be giving a special emotion towards Nrsimha. So I was trying to probe that answer. So anyway, good attempts by 2-3 answers. Our Balabhadra Prabhu spoke about the king of the animal. Mataji also spoke that Atimata Aparad. These are all good answers, but still there is some more specific thing. Why Narahari Rupa? Hare Krishna.
Hare
So I think
Krishna.
that question is up, unless somebody have any comment on this question or something. I can stop now. Is it Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. I don't think there is any more comments because everybody is thinking of.
So this is the homework for the devotees. You can read this chapter. These 3-4 chapters are here, and why Lord appeared as Narahari according to the Bhagavatam. Somebody can decode. It will be a great homework. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Akshar Prabhu, you will have to do the homework right now. Prabhuji is not going to reveal until next class. So Mataji, call Prabhuji tomorrow again, please.
Yes, devotees will get some more time until Prabhuji comes for next time.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Next time you can all give your comments and answers from Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
So dear devotees,
thank you for the seva.
No, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Eternally grateful to you for coming on the calls, Prabhu, and giving your time and spreading the good knowledge about Krishna that you are, listening.
Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe, 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 Radhe. So, dear devotees, let us pay our obeisances to Prabhuji and all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Bhagavatam ki jai. Prabhupada ji ki jai. His Grace Nityananda Prabhu ji ki jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
All the assembled Vaishnavas.
Hare Ranga.